Hey guys, it is Adam from No Life Crew here again with another attack strategy video. First off, want to plug the clans. Come on over to No Life Crew if you want to get in on our wars. You can see we have a 17 war win streak going right now, and we are something like 33, 34, and 2 in the last 35, 36 wars. So stop on in, check it out, check out our war log, request to join, and we'll take a look at your profile. If you are not joining up at No Life Crew, join up at No Life Crew 2 and NLC Fury. All right, let's jump right into action here. So I have to most likely 3-star one of these eagles in war in order for us to get a win here. So I am scouting this base and I'm struggling here. So I see a Bola Loon possibility going in at about 7 o'clock here. You can get the Archer Queen. You can most likely get one of these 2 AD, and there are 3 Baby Dragon plus 5 Goblins in the clan castle from the scout that we saw. But there are a lot of potential problems with a Bola Loon on this base, including all of these Expos in the core. The second that the loons that are behind this hound going here start moving over to the next air defense, especially if it's going from, if the kill squad gets this air defense, hounds are going to come in about here from 7 o'clock towards this, and then this AD, and then they're going to move over to this AD at 11 o'clock, and the loons that are going to be pathing this way are going to be going straight to the core. But I don't know if there will be enough of them to take out 4 Expos, potentially 3 Expos that are not in range of a hound. So that's the problem there. So I started looking at another attack strategy for this base. And what I was looking at was a delayed Valkyrie attack with a Queen Walk starting about over here, wall breaking in on this point. We're going to have to rage her up quite a bit to get, and probably even use her ability to get this Inferno and the CC, hoping to get this Inferno prior to the CC becoming engaged. But either way, you're going to have to use the ability on one and a rage on the other, and have her continue walking. Most likely she'll be continue walking towards 6 o'clock if I path her out correctly. And then I would break in a group of 14 bowlers, 2 witches, and giants or golem over here, and rage down right over here so they take out that archer queen in a hurry, and then the queen would walk through that rage as well. So once that's done, once this whole side is cleared out, a jump spell goes over the core here, and then you send in your Valks around this area to go straight to the core. So it is a timing strategy. I ran a few tests, and one of them went extremely well. Another one did not go as well. I wanted to try out 2 different bases. I wanted to try out a base similar to this base, as close as I could get. It was not nearly as max, and I got 99%. And then I tried it out on a double ring, which seems much more suited for the strategy. So let's go ahead and just jump into 2 of those replays. So I'm going to show you the fail first, because the base was not incredibly strong, and I still could not 3-star this base. So I'm going to pause it here. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to queen walk from 6 o'clock towards 9 o'clock and break the queen in about here. She had some other plans. Again, I couldn't path her out completely because this is a farm, so you just kind of roll with the punches as they come. And then I'm going to have to run into the Archer Queen and a single Inferno right into a Queen Walk, which is never usually a suggested thing to do. So in this attack, I put the Grand Warden with the Queen to make sure that I had the Grand Warden ability to save my Queen's butt if I had to. So she starts pounding this wall here, which I didn't expect her to do, but that was the closest building and she couldn't reach it, and she was not in vision of that barracks that I wanted her to go to. So in this attack, you take 4 rages, a jump, a freeze, and a poison, and you really just have a nice long queen walk. So she broke in, so I still broke her into the same spot. Breakers go to there. They continue dying off the extra one that went into the core, so she's going to take out these Skelly guys, and then she's going to take out the storage, and she's going to start moving towards that single Inferno. So once she goes back around here, it's all hands on deck to keep this queen alive, and it ended up taking one more rage than I wanted it to, plus it took her ability. So she takes out this cannon. I get her raged up here immediately to start slicing and dicing. You can see that single Inferno did lock onto her, so I did need to use her ability. And now I am just waiting to see if that single's locking on, and it locks onto her here. I use the Grand Warden ability, and she takes out that single Fire Inferno. A little lucky, a little good. We'll call it good, and yeah, we'll just call it good. So I get another rage down. She's got 3 X-bows, guys. 3 X-bows locked onto her right now that are all on. 2 are on ground, 1 is on air. So they're all locking onto this queen here, and yeah, I'm going to have a hard time keeping her alive when that happens. So, especially since I already used the ability. So I have to use that last rage on her here, which you don't want to do in this attack. You want the Vals to have 1 jump, 1 rage, and the freeze designated to them. So what's key in this attack is when that queen takes out that side, you bust into the other side with your giants or golem in your CC, your 13, 14 bowlers, and then your 2 witches as well. And then you put your king and Grand Warden over there. I usually don't put my Grand Warden with my queen walk in these delayed Val attacks. So once that stuff starts coming in, you ideally want to get that last rage down a little farther towards 12 o'clock, but I had to save my queen. She was going down. I had to save her, keep her alive. She's the most important part of most attacks. So I get that down. So I'm not able to rage my giant ground portion here, which is key to getting into this, into these core defenses and slicing and dicing. So jump goes down for the Val. The queen takes the jump, which is fine. Generally, you want her circling behind that other group of ground. A test Val goes in, and then the rest go in. Here's where you'd want to drop your rage, and you drop your freeze on the Inferno, and raged Val just fly through everything. So because I didn't have that rage, it just didn't go down quite as fast as I wanted to. And then if we fast forward this, I just run out of time at that gold mine sitting over at 9 o'clock. I just couldn't get back to that in time. So very close attack, not a very good base. But we'll look at a base that is more designed for this. So if you guys in No Life Crew 2, NLC Fury come up against a double ring base, this attack is perfect for double ring bases. So here is what I am talking about here is these bases that are ring bases, but they have some sort of, crap, whether it be just a smaller double wall or they have wall pieces keeping you away from the core. These huge anti-3-star bases, anti-2-star bases are ideal for this attack. If you look at this base, we are pretty close to a max 11 here. Not quite. The heroes are lacking a little. 26 king. Queen is upgrading. So I don't think it would have mattered, honestly. This could have been a max 11, and I had a lot of stuff left. I didn't need either ability from my heroes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a queen walk up here at 3 o'clock. Get those rages down on her early. Get her going, moving along quickly. 3 wall breakers come in, bust her into that first wall layer, and then she's just going to go ahead and step inside that wall and continue working. Another rage is needed here because of the point defense and expo is on her. So use another rage. Don't be shy using those 4 rages. Generally speaking, you just want to keep that last rage for the Val. So now she's going to be in the clear when she outsteps this expo here. Well, the expo is the only thing on her, so I don't have to worry about her anymore. So I can go ahead and start my giant golem portion with the other ground here at about 1 o'clock. So giants go down from the CC, wall break them in, bowlers behind. And you just want these to all circle around the base here. And you don't want to be shy about your Grand Warden ability. If you got to use it, use it. Use it early. The Val are going to take care of the Inferno, so you don't really need the Grand Warden ability for the core. So I decided to use it here. You can see the eagle shooting these nasty missiles up in the air. So I got that rage down, and you could see that the queen walked through that rage as well as the ground portion of this attack. So when this eagle second fire is coming down here, I use the Grand Warden ability right there, keep all of that stuff alive. Now I know everything in there is healed up and fine. I'm going to drop that jump spell to the core, and then I'm going to do a test Val and release the other Val to the core. A witch is going to wander over too, and you want to freeze and rage, and look how fast these cores go down from those valves. It just melts the core. So, and you can see this ground attack is just circling around this base, just fa la 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 la, walking around, having a little party. The Val jump out of the jump and go to this expo over here at 6 o'clock-ish. I use the King ability for no apparent reason, just because speeding up this attack, I mean, I didn't really need him. He wasn't low at all. The Queen ability is still there. Don't need it. And they're just going to go ahead and wrap this up. So, moral of the story is that the base that I showed you in the beginning of this video probably isn't best for this strategy, because it is not that double ring that you can see here. I'll have to go back to the drawing board a little bit as to what I want to do on here. But if you see a double ring base, your mind should automatically go to delayed val strategy. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. No Life Crew, distracting you from real life since 2013.